this is the spreadsheet. You'll see in the middle of the screen are a bunch of cells which hold data. Down the bottom of the screen is a formula box which holds formulas. Let's start with a simple calculation, converting temperatures between degrees sensible and degrees freedom. At my house at the moment, it's about 15 degrees Celsius, so let's make a new cell whose name is Celsius and whose value is 15. We can convert it into Fahrenheit by taking the Celsius value, multiplying it by 1.8, and adding 32. Now, having calculated that value, we automatically get a reusable Fahrenheit conversion function. Next time we want to convert a temperature, let's say for a warmer day, we can just say, what would the Fahrenheit value be if the Celsius value had been, say, 20 degrees? On a warmer day at 20 degrees Celsius, the Fahrenheit is 68 degrees. There's no need to remember 32 or 1.8 or anything like that. We can just use that Fahrenheit function. So let's do that again, this time for a table of temperatures. So we can make a new table, let's call it temps. Call the first column C, and we'll enter some temperatures, let's say freezing and boiling and baking. Second column F, and its value will be Fahrenheit if Celsius was equal to the values in this column C. And we get a nice simple calculation of the corresponding Fahrenheit values. Okay, let's see a second example. Here we have three things. In the top left, we have a table of airports, each with a name, a latitude, and a longitude. In the top right, we have a trips table. Each trip has got a from location and a to location. Now, it looks like these from and to locations refer to names in the airports table. So we can make that official by adding something called a table reference, saying that this column, this from column, refers to the airport's name column. Once we've done that, if we were to type in a new location inside the cell, we get suggestions from the software. Similarly, if we did it for the to column, we could make it refer to the name column. And then if we were to type in the cell, we wanted to go to SFO, the software will help us out. Now, in the bottom left of the screen, we have something a bit more complicated. This is a way to calculate the distance along the surface of the Earth in kilometers between two given sets of coordinates. Now, like the Fahrenheit function, it's not too important to understand the details of the calculation. We just need to understand the inputs, these two sets of coordinates, the outputs, the distance in kilometers, and we need to trust the calculation's correctness in between. And what we want to do with this is to calculate the distance for each of these trips in the trips table. In a regular spreadsheet, we might add a column to the trips table for the latitude of the from airport, the longitude of the from airports, the latitude of the to airport, and so on and so forth. And perhaps adding a column for each step in this calculation as well, ending up with a table that's wider than the Last Supper. Unfortunately for us, we can just call this distance function. So let's do that now. Let's make a new column, let's call it D, and it is value of the distance if the from location is equal to looking up the from airport, and if the to location was a lookup of the to airport. And these lookups use the references that we built before. Reading the second one, it just means find in the airports table the thing pointed to by the trips.to column. And let's say we wanted to add up the total distance for all these trips. Total is just the sum of this D column, about 28,000 kilometers. Thanks for watching.